It's 5 degrees Celsius here at Commons Wood Club campsite, so I'll be going over the best ways to stay warm in a roof tent during the winter. As always, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe for more content from the Caravan and Motorhome Club. So the most basic and cost-effective way to stay warm is really simple. Wearing layers to bed can help you trap the body heat you have, and aiming for merino wool or synthetic thermal layers will give you the best chance of staying toasty. If you have a sleeping bag that's not quite cutting it in the colder months, then pairing it with a sleeping bag liner might just help. Typically, sleeping bags have a rating on them, 1, 2, 3 or 4 seasons, and they'll have temperatures listed on them too. These are to inform you of the temperatures a sleeping bag is capable of keeping you comfortable to. However, I'd always take these temperatures with a pinch of salt when using a liner with a sleeping bag, as it's said that they can increase a rating by up to a season. So, if you've got a 2-season bag, it could be the equivalent of a 3-season bag when used with a suitable sleeping bag liner. It's worth noting that sleeping bag liners also help protect your sleeping bag from rips or tears, so there's a nice added bonus. Next up, we've got a hot water bottle. I'm sure you're all familiar with one of these, and they're a great way to stay toasty in your roof tent and to warm up your sleeping system before jumping into bed. All you need is a stove or a kettle if using electric hookup. Although it's worth noting that hot water bottles do expire, so check for the expiry date that's usually on the neck of a bottle, and if past it, it's time to invest in a new one. On Caravan and Motorhome Club sites, you'll always have access to electric hookup. So why not use it to power a heated blanket? There's 2 main types, a blanket that goes in between your mattress and bed sheet, or a throw style that'll go on top of you. I personally use the latter, as I can always turn it off and it's still providing another layer of insulation. Now, if you've never used electric hookup, it's really simple. You can purchase electric hookup leads from most camping shops or online, and they look like a big extension lead with an orange cable. They're fused with RCDs just like a house, and when plugged in, it'll be supplying 230 volts. To get everything working, the large 3-pin plug goes in the electric hookup point, which looks like a large box next to your pitch. Then, unravel all of the cable, place the other end of a lead with the household plug sockets in your tent, and plug in your heated blanket. And that's it. Super easy and simple. A quick word on safety. I would not recommend using any other 230 volt heating device such as an electric fan heater in your roof tent due to the nature of the tent materials being a fire risk. So far, we've spoken about several ways to stay warm, but now we're going to get onto my favourite, diesel heaters. As you'd expect, a diesel heater is a heater that uses diesel and 12 volt electricity to heat air, which is then blown into your roof tent. They're used in caravans, motorhomes, lorries, and have been around for years. More recently, portable versions of diesel heaters have been coming onto the market, so you can sit it outside of your vehicle and using ducting, have the warm air blown into your roof tent instead of needing it to be hard mounted, which is how they've traditionally been used. So why is this my favourite? Well, the different methods I've mentioned to stay warm focus on keeping your body warm, but a diesel heater heats a whole roof tent. So it makes climbing into your roof tent to read a book, watch a film, or just relax before getting in bed far more comfortable. As it's heating the air and it's a dry heat, it also results in there being no condensation whatsoever, which, if you've been camping in winter before, you'll know it's an unfortunate side effect. I integrated my diesel heater into a wolf box, which is a tough plastic storage box perfect for overlanders. It's lasted for about 4 years and it's still going strong. And if you were wondering, I originally built this into this box, as there were no water-resistant pre-built models on the market back then. A couple of things to know if you end up going down the diesel heater route. They typically need a 12 volt feed. However, it's not advised to use a main car battery, as they can draw a fair bit of power when starting up and shutting down, and you don't want to end up with a flat battery. Instead, using a leisure battery or a portable power bank would be the way to go. It's also super important to place a carbon monoxide alarm in your roof tent. Whilst these heaters are used worldwide with very high success rates, it's still worth being careful given there is combustion of fuel involved. Finally, tent insulation. Now this is my final point, as what you can do depends on your tent. With soft shell tents, you might be able to purchase a thermal liner, which is a quilted material that mounts on the inside of your roof tent. In addition to this, you can lose heat through the base of a roof tent, So placing some foam matting or tiles underneath the mattress can help minimise heat loss through the base. This goes for both hard shell and soft shell roof tents. Let me know in the comments if there's anything you think I've missed, or what your favourite method of staying warm is when camping in winter. And last up, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to a Caravan and Motorhome Club YouTube channel. See you in the next one.